Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel, TammyTalks here. Let's go ahead and get into Love is Blind Season 2, Episode 10, The Weddings. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video if you enjoy this particular piece of content. Hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss my recap from next week when I believe it's the reunion episode. Hop in the comment section, y'all. Let's talk about who stayed together, who didn't stay together, how you guys feel about it. Let's go. So we get the conclusion of Nick and Danielle's wedding. And I'll be damned, Nick said I do. All right, Nick. I wrote down God bless him. I just kind of feel like, well, Danielle is a lot, right? And I feel like Danielle has shown a lot of signs that she does not trust him fully just yet. And when you have that type of hesitation, they shouldn't have gotten married. But if they feel that this is the best, course of action for them, kudos to them. He said he can't picture his life without her. Nick must like organized chaos. That's all I have to say about that. But congratulations to Nick and Danielle. So we are 1 for 1 so far, y'all. Shake and Deeps. So here Shake is still telling his groomsmen and his friends that he still doesn't feel that animalistic physical attraction. Like, Shake, Lord, I hate that. And so there are people in the comments that are saying, oh, well, Deeps isn't pretty and Deeps, y'all stop all that bullshit. Deeps is a pretty woman. There is nothing physically wrong with her. The issue is Shake. Okay, the issue is Shake. Shake is shallow. Shake has self-hatred. The fact that he does not want to date within his own race and culture. The fact that Shake is, he's probably seemingly embarrassed by his own race and culture and ethnicity. That is stupid. So he's still telling everybody how he does not find her physically attractive. He's not saying he doesn't find her physically attractive. He's saying he doesn't have that animalistic where he wants to have that type of attraction to her that when he sees her, he's ready to jump her bones. And it's just kind of like, okay, Shake. Okay, sir. So his friends are telling him, like, how do you think you're going to look in 20 years? I said, right, because it's not like you exactly popping. You know what I mean? I think Shake is handsome, but let's not act like you are just, women are just, like, hand over foot trying to get with you, obviously, because you're on this show. So his friends tell him that it's more important that you focus on her personality because you are marrying her personality. You're not necessarily marrying someone's looks because beauty fades. Okay? So his father is telling him that you want to marry, that your wife should be your good friend. Your wife should be your friend above all. Deeps is great for you because you see her as a true friend. But, Shake is a shallow-ass man, so here we go. So he said that in the past, he has always shied away and run away from his culture, and now he is embracing who he is. Like I said, Shake has a lot of self-hatred. I hope he gets, past that. I hope he heals from that and moves forward because you are never going to be happy in any relationship if you are not happy with yourself. People that jump in and out of relationships like that, you're not happy with yourself. Shake is always the type that's looking for is the grass greener on the other side. And that's why you ended up on a show like this where you didn't want somebody to see you. You wanted somebody to fall in love with your personality so that you could probably find somebody that would ignore the fact that you think you being Indian is the issue. It's ridiculous. I'm so glad we won't have to see him no more after next week. So Deepti says that she's a little nervous on the other side, but she's gonna have to follow her heart and do what she thinks is best for herself. So I know that's right. Put yourself first, Deeps. So we get to Get to the ceremony, all right? So Shake came in with his non-rhythm having ass. He was walking in just, yeah, the music. I said, loosen them shoulders a little bit. Why you so stiff with it? But all right, the Shake. So they get up to the altar, and Shake had the reaction that you want your husband to have. He's wow. Whew, wow. Like she seemingly took his breath away, right? Too little too late though, sweets. So Deep said no, because she deserves someone who knows for sure that they want to marry her. And I said, I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. I was so happy that she said no. I did not want her to marry Shake. And I'm not saying that Deepti doesn't have the same self-hatred, because, she only wants to date white men with blonde hair as well. But I feel like she's a little more open to exploring different types of relationships. Shake is just, So she said she's choosing herself. Okay? And he never made her feel like she was the one. Now, his whole face was cracked, right? Because in his mind, she's not attractive. So surely she's going to say yes to me. He wanted to be the one to crack her face. Or he was going to marry her and then consequently cheat on her throughout the course of their marriage. So she, gathers up her dress and she walks out. Shake gonna say, well, it's still a celebration. No, it's not. It's not a celebration. It's a celebration for Deeps because she done found herself. So Shake gonna cue the music and gonna say he is a part of him is upset, but there's more positive emotion than anything else, because in his mind he feels like he dodged a bullet. You are not gonna do better than her, sir. You are not. So he said he's thanking God that he didn't have to say anything first, because he wanted to be the one. He wanted her to be the one that would have to end it, and he didn't want to have to reject her. He would much rather she reject him. I said, Shake, you a damn lie. Shake was going to say yes, y'all. Shake, if Deep said yes, Shake was going to say yes too. So he's out there talking to all, I don't know if it was her, I think it's more so his family, talking to all his family and friends, trying to make it seem as if, yeah, it's cool. I was going to say no anyways. You're a lie, Shake. You are a liar. But all right, sir. So Deep said that he doesn't realize what he just lost. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to look back in 10, 15 years and he's going to regret not getting with her. And I wholeheartedly believe that. That's right. Boost yourself up, Deeps. So now we're 1 for 2. Now we're at 50% odds. Love is Blind. Not the greatest so far. So we go over to Natalie and Shane. So Natalie says she is nervous and stressed, okay? She said she got into a big fight with Shane the night before. She mentioned that she said she felt like Shane maybe had a little too much to drink. She brought that up to him. He got pissed at her about it. The fact that you got mad about it, Shane, you had too much to drink. Because, my thing is, I'm sitting here 10 o'clock in the morning. If someone says, Tammy, I think you had too much to drink, I'm not going to get upset, because you know why? I haven't had anything to drink. People that are drinking only get upset with that if they are. Okay? So Shane, on the other hand, production is asking him, he don't want to talk about the fight. He doesn't want to talk about it because you did some foul shit. She doesn't want to repeat it, but she said he said a couple things to her that, she does not know if she is able to move forward from. And I said, well, damn, Shane. Now, in my mind, I said, I know he didn't say Shayna wouldn't do this or Shayna wouldn't do that. Because I said, I know Shane didn't say that. But we find out later what he ultimately did say. So Shane is saying that people say things in fights that they don't always necessarily mean. And that sometimes people have regrets in that. I wholeheartedly disagree. I think anytime somebody is in a fight or somebody is drunk, when you're at that elevated sense of emotion, I think everything that you are saying is truly how you feel. That is my personal belief. So when people are drunk and they start talking cash shit to you, that's how they truly feel. And I feel the same way when people are, I'm sorry, I just kind of feel like when people are drunk like that, whatever they say is truly what they meant. That's just how I feel about it. So he tells his friends that they got into a fight because and then he ended up telling her they probably should not get married if that's how she feels about him. And then he feels that he has to constantly prove himself to her all the time. All the clips that they show are really of her having to prove to him how she feels about him. See, Shane wants somebody that's going to sit back and talk about how beautiful he is and how pretty he is and how good of a man he is. That's what he wants constantly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember hearing him throw that many compliments over to Natalie, though. So that's what has always been baffling to me about this. Like, you want all these compliments and all this other stuff. What were you doing to gain that type of stuff? Like, I'm not going to tell you how good you look all the damn time, Shane. You are not that attractive. So we get up to the wedding and get up to the altar, I should say. Shane says yes. He's all in. I said, okay. Natalie gives this speech about how you have helped me grow. We are better people. We are in love. We are best friends. I feel it. All for her to say no. I said, damn. So now he's mad. So Natalie gathers up her dress and she runs out. So she said that they just have so many issues that they need to work through. And I believe that. So he chases after her and she tells him that she kind of still wants them to work on them. She wants to date. She doesn't want to get married right now, but she wants them to continue dating and exploring their relationship. He said, I got to think about that, which basically means no. He said he has to think about that. So then he was like, I can't take back what I said. I meant that in that moment. So she said, oh, so you really meant that you hated me and I was the worst thing that ever happened to you? I said, that's right, Natalie. Don't say yes to that. If that's what somebody felt, don't say yes to that. Don't. So he goes on to say, I apologize for that. Now, what are you doing, Shane? Do you apologize for what you said? Do you regret saying that truly? Or did you mean that because now you're flip-flopping? So he tells her that he's not going to keep apologizing over and over. He apologized for what he said. She should not apologize for what she said. He's not going to apologize for what he said. I said, you were talking in circles, Shane. So basically he storms off. Production is asking him and he snaps at them. It's just a lot. Can't take it. And it's like, sir, are you drunk now? Have you had a couple drinks now? Shane is somebody who did not think that he would get rejected. That's what that is, and he can't take it. You said some effed up stuff to her the night before. So if she now feels that you are not all in with her, then that's just how she feels about it. But you can't get mad and then now feel as if, she has done something to you. So he shook. He's outside in the garden pacing, pigeon-toed ass, pacing back and forth because he just can't fathom that Natalie did not, want to say married to him. So we have Mallory and Salvador, okay? Mallory says that she feels she's been very genuine and very honest and upfront about her feelings for Salvador. He, on the other hand, is still undecided. He said he needs to see her in person. He needs to hold her hand and kind of feel that energy. I said, Sal, you are way too emotional, sir. I get that it's a big thing, but I feel like Sal, and I do like Salvador. I feel like he is a person who just kind of makes everything seem more dramatic than it needs to be. But his brothers and his sisters are telling him, we got your back, whatever you decide. We pick, do what, you have to follow your heart in this situation. Mallory's hating that sister showed up. I was shocked, but I think her sister showed up just to confirm what she had already thought was going to happen. So we get up there and they have these beautiful vows, and then Sal says no. He said that he just needs more time. Mallory gathers up her dress and walks out. Well, I do think she's hurt. I don't think she's that hurt about it. I think she had her own reservations as well. So that's why she's not too upset about it. She wouldn't know her shame. I tell you that. So Salvador apologizes to her family, saying that he didn't really get to meet them and he just needs more time to digest all of this, which is understandable. Excuse me. Which is completely understandable. No one is faulting him about it. They talk afterwards, and Mallory kind of lets him know that she's okay with the decision. She knew in her heart that he wasn't 100% sure, and she admits that if she had to go first, she didn't know what she would say either. So she's okay with it. He tells her he wants them to remain in each other's lives, and she was kind of like, in what way? Are you talking friends? Do you want to date? He was like, oh, I need more time to think about that, and he seemed shocked. Excuse me, y'all. I don't have any water. And see, he actually seemed shocked. And he actually seemed shocked that she brought up the idea of dating when you literally just said that you wanted to stay in her life. So it all comes down to Sal still has this hang up that he thinks Mallory wants Jarrette. Even though Mallory and Jarrette have only spoken that one time at the big meetup, Sal is still kind of hung up on that. He doesn't feel like Mallory is all in with him. So he then says, I think we need to go on a date. I said, oh, Sal, what do you want? You don't want to get married, and that's fine. Do you want you guys to continue exploring the relationship, or do you want to, like, go your separate ways? We are now, what is this? 1 for 4, 25%. 25%. So we get to Jarrette and Iyanna. Jarrette has some Nikes waiting for her. I thought they discussed having Jordans. Okay. So she has some Nikes waiting for her. She's, tearing up with her family and stuff. And she said, I'm a thug. Thugs don't cry. I'm not crying. We pan over to Jarrette, who's meeting with his friends. And Jarrette is saying how he's ready to make the necessary changes. He's ready to be a husband. If the streets are calling, what? Can't answer the call. Return back to sender. So he's all in. His sister comes in and he starts crying. And then he said, I'm a thug. Thugs don't cry. I said, y'all are meant for each other. Y'all are going to be there. They are going to be just fine. So I do want to point out though how Iyanna keeps saying that she has not seen any changes in him. Girl, y'all have been married or y'all have been dating for literally a month. It has literally been a week since you asked him to make some necessary changes. People don't change overnight. Jarrette is an extrovert. So what needs to happen, it doesn't need to be, oh, he can't go out and ever do anything because you like to sit in the house and not do anything. You got to meet him in the middle somewhere. Meet him in the middle. Yes, he does need to stop going out. He does need to come home. Somebody in my comments said Jarrette was letting the sun beat him home. Yes, he does. Don't let the sun beat you home. You know what I mean? He needs to scale back. But I also think that Iyanna needs to bend more too. You are married to an extrovert. Okay? Sitting in the house for them is just not what they want to do. They like being out. They like, being around people. He likes doing things. You're going to have to maybe compromise and go do some stuff with him. Because if you go out and you hang out and you do some of this stuff with him, then maybe he won't feel like he has to go out and be with his friends as much because you're not giving him, you're not helping him with that part of his personality, that part of his desire that he needs to go out, to be around people, to do things. You know what I mean? So it's going to be compromised on both of their parts. So we get up to the altar. Jarrette says, I do. Iyanna says she does as well. They are extremely happy together. I think they're a cute couple. And they kind of dance it out. I think they're cute together. So we ended with 2 out of 5. What is that? 40%? I think that's what it was. Oh, are we counting? We're not counting Kyle and, no, we're not going to count them. But 40%, let me know how you guys felt about the weddings. Who are you shocked about? So, Nick and Danielle said yes. Shake and Deep said no. Natalie and Shane said no. Mallory and Salvador said no. And Jarrette and Iyanna are both a yes. So let me know what you guys felt about that. I will be back next week for the reunion. Hop into the comments. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel, y'all. Almost at 4,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and get to 4 and keep the party going. Catch y'all in the next one.